Welcome everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us in this celebration of the Day of Remembrance and Commitment in memory of the innocent victims of organized crime. On behalf of Chance, Citizen Against Organized Crime in Europe and its European network, I would like to thank Repubblica for organizing this event with us. I would also like to express our gratitude to the other organizations that have endorsed our call, the Daphne Caruana Galizia Foundation, Occupy Justice, Extinction Rebellion. Thank you to the press for having joined us, allowing this event to reach the general public. My most heartfelt appreciation goes to Daphne's family and all those who have taken the time to follow us in person and via our social media, despite the work day and time. The Day of Remembrance and Commitment in memory of innocent victims of organized crime is a civil society response to the shocked cry of on 23rd May 1992, Italy was shocked to the core by the Capaci bombing. The attack took the lives of 5 people: antimafia judge Giovanni Falcone, his wife Francesca Morvino, and police escort agents Rocco Dicillo, Antonio Montinaro, and Vito Schifani. Only a few other members of the escort group will survive the tragic dynamite blast. 1 year later, on a bright summer day, Italian magistrates, police, students and citizens gathered to commemorate the bombing. Suddenly, Carmela, a woman, approaches Don Luigi Ciotti and, holding his hands, bursts into quiet, dignified tears. "Why don't they ever spell my child's name?" she says. "Hasn't he done just like others?" Carmela is the mother of Antonio Montinaro, her beloved Antonino, till then known only as one of the police. Carmela's simple words imply a powerful request. Let's return the identity to people assassinated by organized crime. Oblivion, in fact, adds insult to injury, making the effort of enduring pain unbearable and meaningless every day. On the initiative of Libera, Associations Names and Numbers Against Mafias, the first day of remembrance and commitment in memory of innocent victims of organized crime is organized at Campidoglio in Rome on 1st March 1996. And the list of innocent victims led for people to be aware that mafia victims are not an abstract figure or entity, but individuals with a name, ones, expectation and dreams. After that historic has become a must-do for Italian activists and citizens committed in the fight against organized crime. Many events have been held in different Italian cities and later crossing the Italian and landing in Europe, Africa and Latin America. Year after year, the list kept growing longer, sadly, as organized crime doesn't stop killing, settling accounts for feuds against traitors, executing unwelcome witnesses, judges, journalists, activists, but also disregarding the casualties, families, friends, or civil bystanders. And year after year, with a broken heart and a determined will, until 2017, when the Italian authorities finally acknowledged the great symbolic value of remembrance and proclaimed the 21st March National Day of Remembrance and Commitment in memory of the innocent victims of organized crime, marking a milestone and a deserved achievement that represents the resilience, endurance and solidarity of a civil society that doesn't give up on to organized crime, yet stands firm to pin it to its responsibilities and wrongdoings. Remembering those who passed away, in fact, it's not an act of pity or self-commiseration. We are here to honor and cherish every single life lost at the hands of organized crime. We remember to thank them for reminding us every day that corruption and unlawfulness are what we spurn and reject. On 21st March, we actively make remembrance as a value and duty. The first day of remembrance and commitment in memory of the innocent victims of organized crime held in Malta took place in 2018 soon after the heinous assassination of our journalist and blogger Daphne Caruana Galizia, killed 52 months ago. Our group was very young at that time, but we felt we had to pay homage to her on this day, with some poem readings and a few thoughts shared by students in this same square. Daphne's family is here with us today, and it's been on the front line in the fierce fight for truth and justice along these past few years, despite the sorrow, despite the excruciating loss of a loving mother, daughter, sister, aunt, a committed, strong woman whose voice was becoming so powerful as to shake the ground under the criminals' feet. Her name will not be forgotten. Her words won't fall on deaf ears. And yet, are we there for them? Are we there to comfort them, to support them? I have a feeling that it is them who are here for us, leading the way and giving us all a lesson of morality, uprightness, and dignity. Thank you, Daphne's family, for showing us that love and commitment can be no threat. Every year, a slogan is offered for our reflection and inspiration. This year's slogan is My Land, Cultivation and Culture. My land, because our commitment against organized crime has its roots in our love for our countries and communities, constantly pillaged and sacked by the blood-soaked hands of criminals and crooks. Cultivation and culture, two aspects that relate to our land as to our conscience, reminding us to take care both of the physical space we occupy during our mortal journey and of that inner space that hosts our values and emotions. Nourishing them requires hard work and commitment, linking nature to our conscience. It is a great metaphor indeed, observing nature and how it flourishes thanks to the interaction and connection between beings and phenomena. We understand that our souls are nothing if we don't practice to elevate our communities as a whole and each of us individually. People are losing their lives. Sometimes they are heroes and they set an example. Sometimes they are innocent victims and teach us empathy. Let's draw inspiration from all of them to set our priorities and keep engaging in our world requiring so much. Love our land and cultivate our culture. Thank you very much. Now I will pass the floor on to Roberta Aquilina, recently confirmed President of Repubblica.
Thank you, Orsetta. I-parti mill-missjoni tagħna fir-Repubblika u bħala membri tas-soċjetà ċivili li jqajmu għarfien fil-komunità tagħna dwar l-infiltrazzjoni mafjuża u dwar it-tbatijiet tal-vittmi innoċenti tagħha. Malta mhijiex l-ewwel pajjiż fejn infiltrat il-mafja. Lanqas mu l-ewwel pajjiż fejn l-eżistenza innifisha tal-mafja u r-responsabilità mafjuża ta' reati li twettaq i miċħuda. Għal snin sħaħ pajjiżna għala għajnejh waqt illi il-mafja użat il-banek tagħna, użat l-ibħra u l-portijiet tagħna, użat il-burokrazija tal-Istat Malti, użat il-liċenzji tal-iGaming, użat is-settur tal-kostruzzjoni f'Malta biex taħsel flusa. Il-flus li għaddew minn hawn biex jispiċċaw fil-bwiet tal-mafjużi ġew mir-reati imwettqa lil hinn minn xtutna. Dawn huma flejjes li ġew mill-qlieħ mit-traffiċi ta' droga, tal-armi, tal-kontrabandu u tan-nies. Dan hu qlieħ misluħ u misruq minn vittmi innoċenti, minn persuni traffikati u abbużati mill-jasar. Huma flus misruqa minn persuni maqbuda bil-vizzi ta' drogi u l-lob tal-azzard. Huma flus misruqa minn riżorsi naturali ta' pajjiżi mifnija bil-gwerra fejn il-milizzi u s-sinjuri tal-gwerra jiġu finanzjati biex jaħtfu u jżommu il-poter. Waqt li f'Malta inżommu ftit mill-flus li naħslu għal dawn il-mafjużi, il-vittmi li ma narawx jittieħdilhom ġidhom, jinsterqilhom il-futur tagħhom, jinċaħdilhom jeddhom għal ħajja b'dinjità u b'sem xieraq mill-prosperità u f'xi każi tittieħdilhom saħansitra ħajjithom. Spiss dan hu dnub li ma rridux nisimgħu bih. U għalhekk li fil-21 ta' Marzu ta' kull sena flimkien ma' sħabna Libera u Chance Network u dis-sena Occupy Justice, The Daphne Caruana Galizia Foundation u Extinction Rebellion nifqu għal ġurnata biex infakru lil vittmi innoċenti tal-mafja. Dan mhuwiex il-bot minna. Fil-gwerer interni bejn gangs ta' kriminali, il-ħajja u l-proprjetà ta' ħutna Maltin tqedu fil-periklu. Sakemm 4 snin u nofsilu, waħda minna sfat il-mira ta' kriminali organizzati li ma felħuwiex iktar. Insellmu għalhekk lil Daphne Caruana Galizia, vittma ta' qatt terroristiku mafjuż, assassinju intenzjonat li joqtala u li jeddet li kull min f'Malta irid jieqaf lill-mafja. Kif għamilna quddiem l-inkjesta pubblika wara l-qtil ta' Daphne Caruana Galizia, intennu hawn l-appell tagħna għal miżuri serji biex Malta tiġġieled lill-mafja u tipproteġi lill vittmi tagħha f'pajjiżna u lil hinn minnu. Għalhekk nappellaw għal liġi li tipproteġi tassew lil whistleblowers, lix-xhieda u lis-sorsi li jissugraw ħafna biex jikxfu dak illi jafu. Biex naqbdu l-mafja irridu naqbdu il-frijaj tagħha fl-impriża privata u fil-burokrazija tal-Istat. Irridu mpattu għat-theddid li min jikxef il-ħażin ħallas konsegwenzi bħat tkeċċija, il-kastig, forsi anka ħsara fiżika jew għar. Nappellaw għal liġi li tippermetti l-qrati jaqbdu ġid li sidu ma jistax jispjega minn fejn ġabu. Nappellaw għal liġi li tikkastiga speċifikatament l-abbuż tal-poter tal-Istat. Nappellaw għal proċess ġudizzjarju armat biżżejjed biex jiġilet mod effettiv u mingħajr tkaxkir tas-saqajn kontra ir-riżorsi enormi tal-mafja. Nappellaw għal protezzjoni xierqa għal investigaturi, prosekuturi u ġudikanti li jġildu l-mafja b'ħidmietom. U l-istess għal ġurnalisti li minn fosthom kien hemm l-aktar vittma li batiet l-eħrex konsegwenzi tal-impunità għal kriminalità organizzata f'Malta. Fuq kollox nappellaw għal liġi li tistabbilixxi definizzjoni ta' x'inhi mafja u li tikkastiga s-sehem fiha ta' kull min jagħmel il-profit ekonomiku bis-saħħa ta' l-intimidazzjoni u l-brutalità mafjuża. F'Repubblika użajna iż-żmien kollu mitwaqqif tagħna biex nippromovu dawn ir-riformi importanti biex pajjiżna jibda bis-serjetà jiġġieled dan il-fenomenu rriedi. Żgur illi mhux se nibdew ninġieldu dan il-fenomenu sakemm nibqgħu nilludu rwieħna li l-mafja ma teżistix. Żgur mhux se nagħmlu progress jekk min jigverna lil pajjiżna jibqa' jgħid illi aħna u daw kollha li nżiġġu li jkollna liġijiet kontra l-mafja nagħmlu hekk għax irridu inħammġu isem pajjiżna. Isem Malta nixtiequ innatfuh. Iżda fuq kollox nixtiequ li l-mafja ma tikkawżax iktar vittmi innoċenti. Nixtiequ li kontra r-rejba u l-vjolenza il-mafja issib soċjetà ċivili, komunità u istituzzjonijiet illi huma lesti jifqula. Irridu li fuq il-ħażin jirbaħ is-sewwa. Irridu li l-Istat Malti Flok ikun stat kompliċi tal-mafja, ikun stat li jirrappreżenta il-valuri demokratiċi illi nozzu, il-ġustizzja u s-solidarjetà. Grazzi.
Most of you can, as most of you know, corruption is said corruption is usually there to further promote further environmental corruption of the politicians. Politicians who care about the country and not the company. The individual not the industry.
Thank you. Yes. Of is and their killings. Before closing, last announcement. Able to Thank you very much.